Hello everyone, HDA here. I just wanted to do a little quick review on the decals I have that just came in from JT Graphics for my USS Defiant from DS9, which is, as some of you may know, is a kit I've been working on. A kit that was released under the AMT ERTL label back in 1996. And the kit itself is a pretty good kit. It's somewhat difficult in relation to some of the gap issues that the kit has. The area of connecting the bulkheads to the warp nacelles on the front and back of those warp nacelles, there are some gap problems that the kit has. And, you know, in reality the kit needs a little structural reinforcement because of the clamshell of the kit design. It's a little bit structurally weak when you put these two halves together, and the problems that you get are gaps in this area, here and here on the warp nacelles, and thanks to TrekWorks on his recommendation, I had to use some leftover parts here to reinforce these nacelles when I bought DLM parts for the lighting on the front and rear of the nacelles. So I used the actual parts from the kit and trimmed them up and put them in the nacelles to help reinforce them, which really made a big difference. But still, you have gap issues that have to be worked out. And of all the kits I put together, even working on a 1350 refit of the Enterprise A, I have to admit that the gaps there are, in my opinion, not as bad as the gaps here, and are easier to fix than on this kit. But still, this is a nice size model, and it is really fun to work with, and I do recommend it. It's getting a little bit harder to find out there, but you can still find it on eBay. So if you're a big fan of DS9 and everything, I do recommend that you consider it. It's a cool kit. It's a really cool kit to light. It's very easy to light. It's a good kit for someone who's never lit a model before to start off with. You don't have a lot of windows to deal with, and working with the nacelles are very easy for lighting, and you can use some LED tape, such as tape from modelersbrand.com, and it works really good. So I do recommend that. The biggest problem I have other than with this kit, other than the gap problems, have been the decals, and obviously in this case the decals are old. I mean, these are what, 16 years old, and unlike TrekWorks, I think he was successful in using his. I, however, was not very successful. Some of the ones I've already put on the kit worked, but some of the major decals, the really important ones, just would not lay down properly, and the glue adhesion on the decals was pretty much gone. So thanks to Fraley on Sci-Fi Model Action .com forum, he steered me to where I could get some really good decals for this kit, and that was from JT Graphics. Which I ordered, and Jeff from JT Graphics was very helpful and shipped them in to me really quick in a nice, really sturdy, it's not going to easily get bent packing envelope. So they came in really good and didn't have any issues with that. And these are going from JT Graphics right now for, I think, around $12. So let me talk about these real quick and show you the actual decals. They come on this small sheet. They're all here, unlike the decal sheet that came with the kit. These are really compressed in relation to fitting on this sheet very tightly. Now this is a whole decal sheet, so you have to cut them completely out. The decal film is not just around the printed section, so you do have to cut them all the way out. Very easy for how you want them to fit on the model itself. Also, bear in mind that these decals as a whole sheet are covered over, for protection, are covered over with Tester's clear flat lacquer. And because it's a lacquer, after you put them down and everything, you have to remember not to overcoat these decals with an enamel product. such as a clear coat, for example, made out of enamel, because, just as a reminder, you can apply lacquer over enamel, but you cannot apply enamel over lacquer, and doing so will definitely damage these. So if you go in and put in like a lacquer-based clear coat, that'll work just fine. Acrylic clear coat like Future from Pledge Floor Care Future product, which used to just be called Futures, now called Pledge Floor Care. That will cover over and give a nice little gloss coat if you want to seal the model in a gloss coat, or use a lacquer dull coat on there. Now, unlike the decals that came with the kit, these decals actually also have all these yellow little blocks that are on the model. I don't know what they're for or what they were supposed to represent on the model, but they are on these decals. These decals, when I've checked these against the reference photos of the studio model, these are accurate. At least everything appears to be accurate. And I can't wait over the next couple days or so to get these laid down on the model and see how it goes and report back to everyone how that works out. So just wanted to let everyone know, for those of you that are interested in building the Defiant, and you're probably going to have maybe a 50-50 chance that you may need a new decal set, those from JT Graphics are available, and you can look them up at the website at www.jt-graphics.com, and they have this and a lot of other products. I've also ordered their products for my Klingon battle cruiser, the Takinga from the Star Trek The Motion Picture, from that build. And I've ordered several resin accurization parts for that, and should be coming in a few days. I can't wait to see those. So maybe I'll be able to do a little review and show and tell for everyone. Also, before I go, just to point out, you do get an instruction sheet, which is nicely laid out, indicating where all the decals go by number. Some information on here on how to lay them down, and you get forward and rear, front views and bottom views on here to show you where they all go. Very straightforward, very well done information sheet. Nice little package, and again, that's from jtgraphics.com. So I just wanted to let everyone know, happy modeling, I'll say that, like TrekWorks does, and check out JT Graphics for your decal needs.